Is there anything else that you think would be interesting for people to know?
In which aspect? Like,
just about like, yeah, career-wise, just like maybe a piece of advice that you have on life for somebody.
So don't let finances stop you from going to college. There's a lot of assistance out there, a lot of scholarships. You have Google. You can just Google it, scholarships, and you'd be surprised at how easy it is to get that financial assistance. That's one thing that I wish that I would have learned prior to my junior and senior year, because my parents I basically paid for everything to go to college. And,
Same thing.
I had 3 jobs, I was going to school full time. So I look back and I'm like, how did I do that? How did I work 3 full-time jobs, go to school full time?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I
thank
joined
goodness
the
that I
military to go to
did.
college like a dummy.
Yeah,
I should have worked 3 jobs.
There's a lot of scholarship opportunities. Reach out, ask questions, because that can really make a big difference in not having, as much student loan debt. So, I like to mentor. I was doing talks at the local high schools a couple of years ago, and that's one of my main things is don't let the price tag of school hold you back from trying to pursue higher education.
Yeah. And if price is a big factor, there's cheap options,
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't let price stand in the way of an education.
Exactly. We've got great, like you said, great programs here across the board. So, and affordable.
Definitely. Yeah. And I think that advice for anybody who's young and thinking about college or whatever, I think that Diana's career speaks for itself, that has moved very quickly and has outpaced that a lot of her peers. So take that to heart.
Yeah. Also, a question I get asked a lot is, do you need a college education to work at a TV station? The answer is yes and no. If you want to be a reporter or an anchor, we prefer that you have a bachelor in journalism, because there's a lot that you learn in school, that you need that background knowledge.
Yeah.
If you want to be, a director or an editor or a photog, it's nice if you go to school for that, because then you'll have the basics down, but you don't necessarily have to have a degree. We are willing to train you and teach you whatever you want to learn, as long as, you're up for it. So
cool. Look at that. Yeah. I did not have a degree when I worked there. So I do have one now though. So look at that. Retroactively got it. I dropped out 2 credits short. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. There's a piece of life advice, because you might think that eventually you'll log on and sign up for that online class, but at some point you're going to have to pay your younger sister to do it for you. I made that mistake.